Imagine waking up to a world transformed, the familiar coastline gone, coastal cities swallowed by the sea. This isn't science fiction, it's the terrifying reality if all Earth's ice melted overnight. A planet once teeming with life now faces a watery grave. The change would be swift and brutal. Glaciers, once majestic giants, would melt away, pouring trillions of gallons of water into the oceans. The very land beneath our feet would seem to shrink as the seas rose to reclaim their dominion. The world's map would be redrawn, coastlines vanishing as the ocean's hungry maw consumed them. Familiar landmarks like the Statue of Liberty or Big Ben would become eerie reminders of a lost world. A chilling testament to our planet's vulnerability. This scenario, though extreme, serves as a stark reminder of the immense power held within Earth's frozen reserves. It compels us to confront the consequences of our actions and the urgent need for change. The culprit behind this watery apocalypse is clear global warming. Our insatiable appetite for fossil fuels has released a monstrous amount of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. These gases trap heat, turning our planet into a giant greenhouse. As temperatures climb, the polar ice caps and glaciers, Earth's frozen reservoirs, melt at an alarming rate. This influx of fresh water into the oceans causes sea levels to rise, slowly but relentlessly, inching higher with each passing year. The melting ice also disrupts ocean currents, impacting weather patterns worldwide. The delicate balance of our planet's climate system is thrown into disarray. The consequences are dire. Extreme weather events, once rare, become commonplace. Heat waves scorch the land, droughts cripple crops, and hurricanes batter coastlines with increasing ferocity. The most immediate and devastating impact of rising sea levels would be on coastal cities. Millions upon millions of people live in low-lying areas vulnerable to the encroaching ocean. A complete melt of Earth's ice would result in a sea level rise of over 200 feet. Imagine entire cities like New York, London, and Tokyo swallowed beneath the waves. The scale of displacement and the loss of human life would be staggering. The economic cost would be incalculable. Entire nations would vanish, their economies and cultural heritage lost beneath the waves. The global financial system would be thrown into chaos, the repercussions felt by every corner of the world. This is not a distant threat, it is a clear and present danger. We are already witnessing the early effects of rising sea levels, with coastal erosion and more frequent flooding. The time to act is now, before it's too late. Section 4. Climate chaos, a world adrift. The melting of all Earth's ice wouldn't just reshape our coastlines, it would unleash chaos upon our entire climate system. The delicate balance that governs our planet's weather patterns would be thrown into disarray. The influx of fresh water from melting ice would disrupt ocean currents, the very lifeblood of our planet's climate. These currents distribute heat around the globe, regulating temperatures and influencing rainfall patterns. With disrupted currents, some regions would experience extreme heat and drought, while others would be battered by relentless storms and floods. The once predictable seasons would become erratic and unpredictable. This climate chaos would have devastating consequences for agriculture, threatening global food security. Mass migrations would occur as people fled uninhabitable regions, leading to conflict over dwindling resources. Section 5. A glimmer of hope, charting a course through troubled waters. Though the picture painted is bleak, it is not hopeless. Humanity has faced seemingly insurmountable challenges before and emerged stronger. We possess the ingenuity and the technology to avert this watery apocalypse. The key lies in addressing the root cause, global warming. We must transition away from fossil fuels and embrace renewable energy sources like solar. We must transition away from fossil fuels and embrace renewable energy sources like wind. We must transition away from fossil fuels and embrace renewable energy sources like geothermal. Investing in sustainable practices and reducing our carbon footprint is paramount. We can also invest in adaptation measures such as building seawalls. We can also invest in adaptation measures such as relocating coastal communities. We can also invest in adaptation measures such as developing drought-resistant crops. International cooperation and a unified global effort are crucial in tackling this global challenge. The path forward will be fraught with challenges, but we must remember that our actions today will determine the fate of our planet. The time for complacency is over. The time for action is now.